there, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, now you do. My name is Noah, and in today's video, as you ladies and gents can see by the title, I am going to be talking about how to manage online learning. Now, as most of you might know, currently I'm a second year student studying at the University of Limpopo, and again, as you might know, last year was my first year and we've been doing online learning the whole time, and I found it a bit difficult. It wasn't that difficult, but I found it a bit challenging at the time, and I think over the time I've actually managed to work around this whole online thing, and I'm actually doing great at it. By the way, I passed all my modules last year. I did really well. So today I'm just going to be giving you, ladies and gents, tips on how to manage online learning and tackle throughout the year and hopefully do well in your studies. Now, without further ado, I'd like to get into the video, but before I do so, just a quick reminder, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give my video a thumbs up, and also check me out on my social media platforms. That I feel as though is important whenever you're doing online learning, and I feel though it is important to have this kind of a thing in your life. Having a diary or having a journal is the most important thing to have, especially as a student. Now, the reason why I say so is because with online learning and all that, obviously even in real life you do get work from lecturers, you do get test dates, you do get a lot of things from classes and all that. So it is important for you to actually keep a diary or a journal where you can write those things down, because I can tell you now, I can guarantee you now, there are a lot of things that are being said, and I don't think one can actually keep all those things in their head. So I feel as though it is important to have a diary to jot down all the important notes that needs to be jotted down, because there's a lot of things that has been said in class. So with the diary thing, I remember I started using diary as actually my whole entire high school. I had a diary. Every year I'd buy a diary, but I didn't actually understand the importance of a diary until I got to university. So last year I remember when I got a diary, and actually my dad was kind of guiding me through how to use a diary and all those kind of things. So every single time I'd go to class, I would have my diary next to me. Obviously the classes were like virtual and all that, so I'd have my diary. So the lecturer, for instance, would tell us that maybe we have just a test that we're writing next to, maybe kind of a practice test and all that, or we would get notes and all those kind of things, and I just jot those things down and then remember that I need to go through these notes before I actually attend the next class. So it is very important. So the second thing that I feel as though it is important to do in order to manage online learning is to actually have your books in order. So say for instance we have different modules, right? So last year I did 5 modules, so for each module I would have a file, or I would actually have like a book where I write like my modules and all that. So I'd actually have like separate files of my different modules so that everything is well organized and all that. And in all those files I would write obviously the name of the module, I'd write the lecturer's name and surname, I would write the class times and the class days, I'd write the days of the tests, I would actually draw like tables where I jot down marking my marks and all that, so that I can keep track of everything, understand? So that is what I do. So I feel as though organization of your books is very important. Make sure that your books are well organized in order for you to be up to date and not miss out on anything. So one of the things that I feel is so important, it's very important when doing online learning, is to have a very neat and organized study place or study area, right? So obviously at RES we do have a specific place where we study there and all that. So I feel like that space should be a very organized space. It should be neat at all times, and it should be be creative whenever you decorate or do your study area. Make it something that is mindful, make it something that will be encouraging you to study, because online learning is a very difficult thing. There's some days where you're just like, what, I don't want to do this and all that. But I feel as though if maybe you make the space so comfortable, for instance, you do posters or you do quotes on the wall, things that will keep you going, I think that would actually help a lot. So make sure that you organize your study area, make sure that it is neat, it is tidy at all times, and it is actually a very clean place to study at. Yeah. Another thing that really helps with managing online learning is actually attending each and every class. I know I'm such a hypocrite, right? Like, whenever I say that, I feel as though like I'm a hypocrite, because I know like I did attend classes, but I didn't attend like so much because, you know, sometimes I was at my room. I'd be tired on some days, you know, instead of attending classes I'd be sleeping, I wouldn't be doing anything and all that. So it is very important for you, ladies and gents, to attend classes, or if you don't attend, at least go through the recording session. So for instance, right, like at our school, at our university, we have like a thing called a blackboard, which I assume like other universities have. I don't know what they use, what system they use, but we use blackboard. So on the blackboard, we have classes, right? So those classes would be recorded. So sometimes when I miss classes or when I didn't understand something, I would actually go through the recording. So it is very, very important to ensure that you attend classes. If you don't understand, you need to ask, you know, you need to ask. I was one person who was always nervous. Like I think I never really asked in class, but we always had this lecture that was teaching us this one module. That lecture, like, he made sure that he got everyone to like interact in class. Like, he would ask each and every person in class a question, not each and every one, but like, you know, he would actually make an effort to interact with us, you know, even though we don't want to, but he just did anyways. So it is very important for you to actually attend classes. If you don't understand, ask. If you don't feel comfortable enough to ask in class, at our school it is we're open to sending messages to like our lecturers, you know, or someone that's in class that will be able to help us, you know, ask them questions, and most of it is very actually helpful. So it is very important to make sure that you do that. So with that goes the fifth advice that I have for you, ladies and gents, when coming to managing online learning. It is very, very important, again, to ask questions. I know I said that, but this is a very important thing to do. You need to ask questions where you don't understand, because I can assure you, in university, no one really cares, honestly. Like, no one really cares if they tell you today that we have a class, then we're in class, and then they ask questions, and no one is asking a question. They ask you, do you understand? And you say yes, we move on to the next thing. So it is very important that when you don't understand, ask, because once they move, we're no longer going back. So it is important for you to ask. Make sure that you ask so that you keep up to date with everything that is happening in class. And then again, I would suggest that you know, try reading or going through the work before the class starts, right? So with our lecturers, that actually send us a slide the day before or 2 days before a class. So we actually go through that and, you know, get an idea of what the class is about, you know, try to understand some of the things. And again, you can actually find out that you don't understand some of the things, you highlight them and ask questions in class. So it really helps. Make sure that you go through the work before you actually go in class. So I'm not actually sure about this, whether I should maybe display the marks that I got. They weren't really good, but I think they were great, man. Like, I didn't do bad, I did good. Like, there were only like 2 modules that I didn't really do as well, but I did good. So I think maybe I should just display maybe some of the marks that I got here, just to show you, ladies, that these are actually the things that I applied that had actually helped me with my online learning, and hence it resulted me into getting these wonderful results. So I think that will help you. And, you know, if you're a first year student, good luck. If you're a second year student, third year student watching this, I hope this video is or will be helpful to you. Now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you, ladies and gents, enjoyed this video. Till next time, I'm out.